Charleston is known for its hospitality. Let's meet two people that embody this philosophy. Tia Clark, a crabbing instructor, and Chef Kevin Mitchell, a culinary ambassador.
There's nothing like catching a blue crab. When it comes up and the light's hitting it, the reflection of the water, all those colors, and you see this big, beautiful crab there. People that don't even know about crabs, I take them crabbing every day, and it comes up, it's like this joy, this excitement that kind of comes out of you. So I grew up downtown in a very large Gullah Geechee family that ate a lot of blue crabs. I mean, multiple times a week. My first memory ever being alive, I'm just bumping into hands that are putting fresh seafood in my mouth, being hand-fed that, you know? But that memory didn't even come back to me until I started doing this. But the more I go to the water, like you start realizing things about my family and my upbringing. The West African slaves that were brought here, this was something that was very, very easy for them to do. They could just take scraps and put it in the water and come out with all of these crabs and then go feed your family in abundance. Crabs love it here. They really do. They love the mud, they love the salt, they love the grass. The seasons are longer the further south that you go. Everybody goes to Maryland and think Maryland's got the crabs, but if you're in Maryland and you're going to a restaurant and eating crabs, you're probably eating crabs from South Carolina and Louisiana. Knowing where you are, being grounded in not even just the land and the food that you're eating, that started connecting all kind of things in my life. The Gullah Geechee influence on this place deserves respect because Charleston wouldn't be what it is today without it. It's an honor for me to get to pass this on. It's also my duty to have that connection with the land, with the water, where you are, in order to be present in the life that you're living. And I'm trying to catch and prepare as much of my food as I can now. When you get it yourself, it tastes a whole lot better. I promise you that.
The food here is deeply engulfed in culture. It's deeply engulfed in history. When you talk about Charleston cuisine, you know, we always got to start with rice. Here we call it the Carolina Rice Kitchen because dishes stem from the cultivation of rice. We talk about peas, whether it's Sea Island red peas, black-eyed peas, of course okra, using that to thicken up stews or okra soup. Some bene seeds, and bene seeds are sesame seeds that come to us from Africa. Charleston is well known for, you know, the bene seed wafer. So if you really want to get a taste for the food of Charleston, you really got to dig into those specific ingredients. She crab soup is, you know, one of those quintessential Charleston dishes that was created by William Dees, who was a butler who was preparing a meal for President Taft when he came to visit Charleston. The most important part to that soup is the crab roe. Basically, it's sprinkled into the soup before you serve it. You know, there are some restaurants who will puree or grind up carrots because carrots look exactly like the crab roe. So, you know, I always tell people when they go out to eat, if they're gonna order she crab soup, be careful, make sure it's really, truly crab roe that's put in your soup. So you have these, what we call purlus, and purlus are those one-pot rice dishes. Charleston is a port city, so they would have had access to these beautiful spices coming in from all over the world. You know, my grandmother would always cook a pot of black-eyed peas. Actually was one of the first things she taught me how to cook when I was 6. And then those beautiful collard greens grown here locally in South Carolina. I'm trying to introduce people to another way of eating Hoppin' John. Hoppin' John is a classical rice and pea dish for New Year's Eve or on New Year's Day. A lot of these ingredients are the true anchors of what Southern food is, right? And if we don't continue to encourage people to produce and grow, we lose that history. In order to be a great chef, you have to know where the ingredients come from. You have to honor where they come from, and you have to honor the people that brought those ingredients to you.